Hello, people of God. I hope you all are well. I hope you all are blessed. Today, I want to talk about the fear of the Lord and having the correct fear of the Lord. Now, let me just say this, and I'm going to also back it up with some scripture, but let me just say this. None of us can be perfect. It is impossible for any of God's children to live a perfect lifestyle, meaning free of sin in any capacity. However, God also says in the Bible, fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And what that mean is that God understands that having the correct reverence of him, having the now I'm not talking about cringing fear of God, where you're so scared that you cannot possibly, live your life, because God put us here on earth, and He knows God's intelligence knows that when as a human we will be tested, we will go through trials and tribulations, and we will make mistakes, but we must have the healthy reverence of him to know that God is God and God is God alone. And we have to have a healthy fear of him, knowing that, God is watching. God is watching my ways. God is watching my steps. It's just all about having a healthy relationship with God, and to know that whatever you do have consequences, because God is your master. God is your maker. And God has principles in life that you have to stand by. And to know that God is your master, God is your maker, there is a reverence that you have when you're walking this thing called life. Because none of us are perfect. We cannot bear to live a perfect life, but to reverence God and to fear him, and to know that, there's consequences behind the things that you do. There's consequences by the way that you treat people. There's consequences by how, you live your life. If you live a sinful life, then you will die sinful death. And that is because the witness of God, the witness, God is a witness. I've heard plenty of testimonies where people said they seen after they had these near-death experiences, they seen their life flash before their eyes. That is because God is a witness of the things that you do. You cannot live this life without having a witness, and your witness testifies against you. Your witness testifies against you. So living your life under the reverence of God, knowing that God is watching, is a healthy way to live. One thing God don't like is a prideful person who feel like his ways will not catch up with him. His ways is just living a life of just saying. That's an ignorant person to walk around and say, oh, there is no one I have to answer to. At the end of the day, why should I answer by an invisible man? That's a fool. That's a fool. Stay far away from a person like that. If you ever heard somebody say, I am God, or, I don't have to answer to an invisible man, that is a fool. Stay far away from them. Stay far away from them, because they just, let's just say, calamity will touch them. And whatever that looks like for God. God he's the all-knowing. He knows how to bring a person down to their knees so they can reverence him. God will make anybody reverence him. He has the power. And the funny thing about this thing we call life, right? So, oh, I just seen my son walking. I know my sons walk from anywhere. He's just getting out of school. But anyway, the funny thing about life, even an animal know how to reverence God. They bow to his command. They bow to his command naturally. Even the ocean knows when to, even the ocean knows to stay in its place. Even the moon and the stars has a place in this earth, and they obey God because they are positioned. They are in position. And here, us people on earth, we think we take our free will for granted. We walk on this earth and take our free will for granted. And I'm not, who am I? I'm not a perfect person. But one thing I do, I reverence God. I am so fearful that my ways will catch up with me. My ways will catch up with me because I know that I'm not perfect, and I know that I fall short from his glory every single day. Every single day, I know that I fall short of the glory of God. Every single day. I cannot bear to know that he's a witness to what I do. Every single day. It terrifies me. So I try to walk this straight and narrow path, and it's very hard. I can't even explain how hard it is. And it's not like, I don't enjoy myself. I do fall short, and I know that my ways fall short. But one thing I do, I know that I have a witness. I know I have a witness that sits high and look low. So beware of those foolish people who don't reverence the Lord. It says in Psalms 112 and 1, 112 and 1, blessed are those who fear the Lord, who find great delights in his command. When you know that, the reason why he put the Ten Commandments out there in the first place is so it can protect us. This because he has a love for us, and he don't want us to die from our foolishness. We are foolish people. We are foolish people. But yes, I just wanted to put that out there. Be in reverence. Reverence God, reverence the Lord. Be blessed.